Hi everybody, it's Christy Wilson Dell coming to you on Thursday for Franchise in 5, and we've been talking about the book that I wrote and was published in October, Adventures in Franchise Ownership. It's getting a little beat up, so that must mean we're getting pretty far along. As a matter of fact, we're on chapter 13, and chapter 13, I probably say this fairly regularly, is one of my favorite chapters. It's about being competitive, and the chapter is called If You Build It, They Will Come, ... but will they keep coming back? No surprise, that's a nod to the iconic baseball movie Field of Dreams, which is about being competitive. So I want to first introduce you to the franchisee, the top performing franchisee that I interviewed for this chapter. His name is Brian Greenlee. He lives in Littleton, Colorado, and he's a Maaco franchisee. And he says, and I love this, one of the things that keeps me so competitive is to consider the possibility of failure. Fear of failure is my competition. I think a lot of us can relate to that. If I fail, then my customer will not come back. The little things that are important to the customer are the easiest to do, but being truly innovative, he says, like adding a glass installation division, and he gives 2 or 3 other examples, are a few examples for being innovative. And I really love the way that Brian thought about his business and getting back to pillar 1 about building layers of loyalty. He has a very great relationship with his franchisor, which was why he was allowed to try a couple of different things. So back to being competitive. There are 3 different components of having a competitive advantage. And if you aren't competitive, you need to get there. It's very important that every year you assess how you stack up against your competitors. If you don't, then sooner or later you will probably start to lose some of them. So I recommend an annual assessment. So what does having a true competitive advantage mean? I list 3 characteristics. The first is that feature that you have, that element of your business, be it a service or a product or something special that you do, is hard to duplicate and adds value to your client. So something that's hard to duplicate. It could be your strategy in terms of location. It could be that you're always innovative. It could be key relationships, many different aspects to that. The second phase of being truly competitive is that what you're doing has taken time and ingenuity. It's not easy to duplicate because it took a lot of time and it took some pretty creative thought processes that got you there. So time and ingenuity. It could be technology, it could be education, it could be client incentives and awards. The next is that you have a distinction in your local market. I say local market because we're small business people, whether you're a franchisee or non-franchisee, and so that you do something that makes you distinctive in your local market. It could be a particular event that you hold annually, something that has to do with social responsibility. I referenced another chapter here in the book, or it could be something that has to do with your particular story that people are now retelling. So it could be very different things, but it needs to be something that makes you distinctive. And so then last in the book, I asked, and there's a couple of exercises in there, is it your responsibility or your franchisor's to be competitive? First off, if you're looking to do something truly different and innovative, then I highly recommend that you check with your franchisor and make sure it's okay. This worked really, really well for me. I did some different things. It ended up building my business tremendously for several years and created a great asset. But that is very important, to check with your franchisor before you do anything that's off the system path. So love that chapter. I hope you've learned something today that you'll find useful. The book is available on Amazon, barnesandnoble.com, and hopefully your small local bookstore as well. So I've been coming to you from my Merrill Lynch advisor's office, and I'm very grateful to have such a great advisor. Brooks, thanks for letting me use your office. And with that, I'm going to sign off, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.